we're gonna turn this big walnut stump into this right here. So y'all hang around a few minutes and we'll see how the saw handles it. And we'll find out if there's anything inside of it. I've got it over here in the sawdust pile. I've checked it with the metal detector. I didn't get any readings, not any that was solid. So we're hoping there's nothing in it. This is where it's bad to be, in these old forked walnuts. Over time, people will lay metal objects in there and they'll get growed in. These pieces like this, they're a lot of trouble to try to saw. He's made that little bed up there on the saw for it to set on, which I don't know that we needed it, but he felt like we did, so he made that. The way we've been moving this is with the chain. Well, since we've got that bed up there, we can't move it with this chain because we can't get the chain out from under it once we get it laying on that solid bed. So I don't know. I think he's trying to find something to drive in these ends here to pick it up with. And then we'll have to pull them back out, which I think that's what these are made for, is to drive into the end of the log. So we're gonna try to get it on there, see where we go from there. We've done this before, built a bed on there, and they're not a lot of trouble. It takes a little bit of material, but everything about sawing something like this is slow. I mean, it's taken us, we've been out here an hour already and hadn't even got it on the mill yet. So if you go to want something like this, to get something like this sawed, just know that it's going to cost a whole lot more to have it sawed, because you're talking an hour already for 2 men and then sawing it. So it's going to run into some money to get something like that sawed, just because it's unique, and most mills aren't set up to just handle this. Like our turner, it's going to be hard to turn this because it's not long enough to line up with our stop pieces over there, what it pushes against to roll it. So just everything about them is slow go. they're looking real good. They're just breaking in two. See here? They're in two pieces. But I think anybody can put them back together. We've got it turned over now and got it screwed down this bottom board. We've got it clamped in place. That way we can lower these down out of the way. We've got two screws on the front and two back here. I'm hoping that keeps it from pulling that way. Our last piece is just a little thicker. I was scared to drop down our next cut. I was afraid I would hit our screws. Let's sweep that off and see what it looks like. This is black walnut. I don't know if I've said that or not. Got to figure out why that saw's cutting like that. Looks like a washboard. Alright, that's what it made right there. All those are 2 1/8 inches thick, except that one right here. It's about 3 1/8. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces out of that stump. Now some of them, like I showed earlier, split in half, but they could be put back together. I think they're wanting to make a table out of this. This is for the oil company down here in town, where we get our diesel fuel and stuff from. That's who we sawed this for. We can load them up in the truck, and he's gonna carry them back down there to him. Then I've got to work on the sawmill, try to figure out why it's doing that washboard sawing. Well, we got them loaded up in the truck. He's fixing to take them down there to him. I've got to try to work on the mill some today, and I got to sharpen blades. We're out of new blades, and hopefully we're not going to be breaking very many anymore. But I've got a whole stash of them to sharpen. That walnut turned out real pretty. It was real dark. It didn't have a lot of white in it. I guess because it had been cut for a long time. I don't know. It didn't have a lot of white. It was mostly the dark walnut. I reckon they're going to build some kind of table or something out of it, but it should turn out real pretty. Stuff like that, though, is just slow go, because you have to, well, I mean, y'all seen us. We had to make this table and stuff here. We might not would have had to do that, but it does make it easier once you flip it. It gives you a place to lock it down. If you've done it any different ways, leave it in the comments, because I'm always willing to learn. I have no idea what he's even going to charge for it, but we started at close to 8, and it's 20 to 12 right now, which we had a little trouble, and some of that was our fault, mechanical troubles. But other than that, I mean, it just takes a while to saw that kind of stuff. It's big, it's bulky, you have to go slow cutting it, or you will break some blades. But anyway, I don't know. I've got my work cut out for me the rest of the day trying to figure out what's wrong with this washboard sawing. Might be alright if you like that look. But I thank y'all for watching. I pray God blesses you. I'll see you in the next one. It's lunchtime. And my stomach knows it.